Welcome back, MLG Anaheim. We've got Faze Red, we've got TCM, series tied, 1 map apiece. I'm Benson, I'm joined by the wonderful Rambo. I'm just saying, you know, you're getting a lot of love on Twitter. You should definitely consider doing this a little bit more often, I think.
Maybe, who knows?
Casting Rambo sounds pretty good.
But yeah, we got a big match up ahead. We got Freight, Blitz.
Yes.
Always a really crazy game type to watch because there's so much action going on all parts of the map, so much decisions that can literally alter the entire game.
Now,
like we can see players sneak out, go for kills or go for a cap, and they could change the entire map. It's all about momentum and all about spawn control. If you don't play your spawns right, you normally lose this map.
I'm curious to find your actual opinion on this because I've never asked you this. From my perspective, Blitz seems to be that kind of momentum changer in the series.
It is.
The team that tends to pick up the Blitz just tends to really start dominating the series. I don't know what it is. I think teams kind of they get annoyed when they lose Blitz more than anything else.
Especially Freight Blitz is a very fast-paced game type. So normally if you win your Blitz game type when you're playing so much fast pace, you have all that like energy about winning gunfights and such. When you go into that next domination map, you're normally fired up. So that's what comes from it.
Well, game underway right now. TCM versus Faze Red. As we said, this is game number 3, series tied.
This is Classic's map.
This Classic's map?
If there's any map Classic's going to go off on, normally this is the map. From what I've played against him, he always drops underground me in this map.
Oh, Classic on your screen for now. Meanwhile, a couple of players from Faze already, well, yeah, there it is. Tried to switch, didn't even do it quick enough. Meanwhile, Classic does clean up 1 kill, but it is Faze who are off to the early start. Meanwhile, Gunshi trying to push up for TCM. Player has just spawned back Lumber. He's going to be seen as well. So
he just got to buy time for his team now. He actually spotted and he forced the rotation from Faze. Faze can't just stop, and there you go. He actually gets picked. But if he was able to trade a kill out of that, that's a big play for him. It gives his team all the time, middle map control, and a chance to push. So we still see TCM here with a good amount of mid-map control. They get 2 down, and now they're pushing for the base control. These are the big kills that matter right here.
PT pretty far forward. He's going to get blocked. Marky B to trade that kill does so. Player up top tries to just leave it. Not going to happen. Meanwhile, Gunshi pushing the left-hand side, cleans up 1. And
Gunshi the last man push. He actually go for 1, but that's very hard to know as a player. And his player actually gets a pick on that. So Gunshi has a good situation here. As TCM gets kills, Gunshi's going to tie that game up with 1. And there you go. You see TCM has the map control. They didn't really... I feel like TCM should have probably pushed towards the white side, green side a bit more there. They were kind of like just relying on that red spawn, and they gave Faze that red spawn by Gunshi pushing to the left alley. So it's always important for spawn control. That's really going to be the team that's going to win this map, is the team making control of the spawns better.
TCM just, again, waiting for everyone to come off spawn. PT doing a fantastic job on that B Domo side, just slaying anyone from Faze trying to cross. Marky B, meanwhile, a nice position. Should clean up that kill, does so. Second one down low, not going to be able to connect. Moose pushing the left side. And there's actually another player here from TCM. That's Gunshi, who is just trying to cause some problems. And Moose playing it slow. Can Gunshi get the cap? There's going to be 2 players down there. Please up 1. Going to go for the dive. Not going to happen. However, Moose still there around the outside. He's down as well. And a solid defense so far from Faze. Marky B is still there, but no. Good hold from Faze.
Faze is playing really strong on the defensive side. They're actually playing where they're trading their kills. If they lose a gunfight, someone else is right there behind them to make the kill before they can get a cap. And TCM played that really, really quick. And that was, again, another big kill by replays. If you get that kill, that was a cap as well. So they're getting into clutch gunfights at their base, and that's what matters so far. And they actually have mid-map control now. So if they can make the pushes towards their base. But then again, both teams seem to be trading kills mid-map.
Right now, Classic currently 6 and 7. Theory 6 and 7 as well. Replays pretty well, 8 and 3. Theory on defense cleans out their base, and now they do have that license to push. And you can see the way they're doing it. All angles being covered. As Theory has the spot. Classic looks to his left. He is going to clean Moose. Teammate gets the cap, and that is now Faze in the lead.
And they have VR control, which is huge. I mean, portal control is always a big thing for any team. And Theory gets the kill. Ooh, no, I thought a player was there to trade a kill, but Marky B's trying to play defensive real here. And just a slight second too late. And he does get killed as well. So again, we're seeing Faze with complete control. They're forcing those crate spawns, and TCM either has to rotate back or push through. But they've been rotating back for about a few minutes, about 2 or 3 series of spawns. And that didn't work out at all. So you saw them, they tried to overextend out. That'll probably get map control, but they gave up a few caps for that. And we still see J-Cap in the base about to get another cap.
That was 4 caps.
That's 4 down again.
And there's just nothing TCM can do right now to really get out of this trap, which Faze have them in. As you said, they kind of didn't know whether to overextend, try and go back to their base, and it's cost them massively. 5 caps now. And this is just great play, more than anything else, really, from Faze. They always have players there. Finally, they managed to clean out their base, but TCM just
5 points later.
Yeah,
5 points later.
Pretty much that's the best way to explain it.
It's the best thing. But really, the big thing about TCM is how they were splitting through their base. 2 players rotating back, 2 players are pushing forward. You have to commit as a team when you overextend. If you don't overextend as a team, then those players, the most they do is they trade kills, and then you end up getting killed, and then you lose control again. So you always want to make sure if you're going to overextend, you got to overextend as a team, or if you're going to rotate back as a team.
Both teams getting caps on the board, but it keeps that differential at 5. Marky B was in a nice position. Did he get seen? I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
So he is going to slide that home, reduces the deficit a little bit. 44 seconds left, and you can see TCM all over the Faze base. They need these caps, to be honest with you, because they don't want to be going into that second side with such a big deficit. Another one goes in. However, Faze are on the attacking side. They recognize just overextending could be the smart thing to do, and it's going to be this man, Replays, working with his teammate JCap, who is still alive, should be able to get this cap, does so. 9-5, 4-point differential, 20 seconds left. Looks like that's going to be how it's going to go into the second side.
And I really want to emphasize on the overextending part, because it's one thing you can allow yourself to do much easier when you have a lead. Giving up your base, if you're going to, you know you're going to give up a cap or 2, is really not that hard to do, because you know you're going to get at least 1 cap out of it. And then and after that, once you get those trades, you trade a cap. You don't really get control of your base again, and there you are, the huge win.
Replays being pre-fired at. He's getting himself animated in the booth as I look over towards him.
13-5.
There was a player pre-firing at him, and he was like, nah, I'm just going to Neo from the Matrix, just going to bend around these bullets, no big deal.
No big deal.
And jumps in to get a cap in the last couple of seconds. Huge play coming out of him at the very end. As you said, 13-5. That's
a big side from
pretty
Replay.
pretty impressive, but he needs to do the same thing on the second side.
Yeah, I mean, they're up 5 caps now, and they're on the least favorable side of the 2, in my opinion, but it's still a point where, like we said earlier, TCM should have been overextending out of crates if they get that crate spawn, but Faze can allow themselves to overextend without really being careful about their own base, because they can just push for their caps. As long as they trade caps, they're going to win this map.
Replays kick things off on the second side. Only seems right to really give them the screen time after a fantastic play at the end of the first. And fantastic score as well. Struggling to pick up that kill. And just keep your eye out on that minimap. I've highlighted Marky B. He's going to be going underground. See if he can try and make a play here as Replays does go down. He opens the gate.
One of the Faze players is waiting for it, though.
Yeah,
but that is
just
3 down, though. That's just this Faze player's in a bad situation, and he might get compelled to push. But he does get a kill at white.
There's the kill.
They do get a cap, and they have control of white. Oh, no, that was second. That 2-piece would have been huge. And there's 3 down, so Faze has control of the base again.
Moose just needs to buy himself some time here.
Good job staying alive by Moose.
Not going to have to. There he does get the kill. Gunshy there with the pre-fire. Nice 2-piece coming in from him. He's actually going to be able to get this cap. However, yep, as you said, will be traded. Classic slides 1 home. And the fight for map control looks right now as if it is being won by TCM. You got Marky B pushed up on this left-hand side. Now, if he plays this smart, he could actually probably just jump through that top window. There is a player up there and gets the jump. I thought for a minute he was going to fail it. There's the hip fire comes in. Moose as well has cleaned up 1. This should be a cap. And TCM slowly coming back into this game, Rambo.
But once again, we have a player pushing for a cap on Faze. If he can win that gunfight in the corner, and actually, no, he does not. Gunshy cleans up Classic, I believe, and yes, it's now a 3-cap game. It's not over yet in any way, but we're going to have to see Faze here try and get some base control again. We saw them do that on the first side, get 5 straight caps. They can do that one more time in this game. This game's pretty much over.
Gunshy just sliding across, goes for the pre-fire. No, denied Marky B.
Left
last up, and he just needs to go for the cap, does so. But this is going to be the big thing now.
These kills matter.
They hold their base? Classic picks up 1. It was traded. Replays is up top. He is going to get the cap. And TCM needs to just be on the lookout for the last player. It's Theory, who is just going to be sneaking. 4 seconds left. Should be able to pick up 1. Backs off, though. Oh, nearly found the second.
A huge win there. TCM got out at a pretty light, and there you go. They're only down 2 caps now. And we saw Faze had 3 down and 3 man pushing their base, and they were able to trade the kills like we saw Faze do it so well earlier on the first side. And that's all it is at this point. If Faze doesn't get this base control, it's very possible for TCM to come back and win this game.
Problem is, JCap up top. He's going to jump it in. That's going to put the lead back to 3. Has a teammate still there as well. This is actually Theory. And I was going to say, TCM needs to be careful there. They did search. There is another player just back lumber. This is Replays. This is going to be a cap 100%.
Sure.
Can TCM reply? Marky B's gone up top. Can he get the slide in? There's going to be a play behind him any second now. Does get it. So back to 3-point game. And 2 minutes left, Rambo. How did TCM win this game right now?
They have to stop going for those sneak caps. They need a base control. They need a spawn trap going at this point to actually come back in this game, because every time they have these middle map skirmishes where it's a 2v2 situation, there's always going to be a player that sneaks by, and it's really hard for your players that are spawning to get that defensive in time on this side of the map. You have to rotate all the way back through your green building, and most of the time the player is going to be second story jumping in for the cap. So, and it's really important for TCM to actually get some huge kills here. They still have a minute and a half, which is a good news for them, but ooh, PD picked up 2 there.
That was nice. Can he get the cap
And he
as
will get the cap.
well?
And he will,
Slides
for
in,
sure.
does so. So 2-point game, 1 minute 30 seconds left. And one more player from TCM making the flank. That's going to be Gunshi. He's behind enemy lines. He can actually slide this in and make this a 1-point game. He's going to do so as well, Rambo.
And his team is killing mid-map as well, which is a big thing here.
There's one more player alive, and it's replays. Oh, for Faze, he does get the kill now.
It's a one-cap game.
Faze on the attack. Classic's going to slide that one home. Back to a 2-point game, going into the last 70 seconds now. And Faze seems to have the control in the enemy base. Who is that one player? It's Theory. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to get another cap. And TCM now, as you said, they just need to get kills in the enemy base.
TCM is pushing for base control here. This is where they have to go big and get the kills. These are the kills that they need to actually come back in this game. And they get 2. And this is what, and player back wide, player coming from crates, that's 3 down. And we're going to see at least 1 cap, and that's 4 down here. TCM has control of Porter. If they can make these kills coming back, Marky B is going to have to get at least 2 more of these kills while his team pushes up on the map to come back and get those kills. So it's not over yet. And there you go. And there you go. That's a 1-point game now. And they still have control of white.
And 3 players down as well. 3 players are down. Marky B, can he try and get it? 4 seconds left. Player is going to be on the stairs. 30 seconds remaining. Marky gets the kill. Can he slide in? Yes, he can. Tied game. 27 seconds left. But there are still TCM players in the Faze base. Specifically, PT right now on the stairs. 2 seconds left. There's going to be plays all around him. Goes for it. Not going to connect.
And now Faze, 15 seconds left. TCM's going to be on the defensive side here. I don't think TCM can actually get a cap out of this. And there you go. It's 3 down. So TCM has to play for the tie at this point. Faze has a chance to win it, but it's a 2v3 situation. Push through the middle of the map. And there you go. There's only 1 player live left, and we're going to have a tie game. It's going to be replay.
Tied game. We were saying how close every single game has been so far here at MLG Anaheim. And a tied blitz game, just again showing just how competitive this really is.
High scoring tie game.
Exactly, it really was, and you have to give TCM some props there. They were down quite heavily going into the half and managed to come back. Faze looks as if they could take it, but 16-16. I can actually hear the Faze guys through the headset saying stop turtling. I think that's JCap saying, guys, we turtled a lot there. We gave away so many caps, and I'm curious for your perspective, should someone from Faze maybe have overextended?
They got scared. It really to the point where when it's a 3-cap game, they had a 3-cap lead with about 1 minute 15 seconds left. So the first thing that comes to mind is, oh, I'm just going to sit in my base and wait and try and defend it. But that's actually the worst thing you can do, because if you do that and you don't get those kills, like we saw TCM get those kills, they got 3 down push from every angle, and then they had lost complete control of their base, and at that point 3 caps is nothing. We saw Faze get 5 when they did that. So it's absolutely nothing. And at that point, the best decision for Faze would have been to actually overextend as a team, like we were talking about earlier, and just go for those trades. If they get a cap and TCM gets a cap, at the end of the day, they'll win. So, and we just didn't see that, and Faze kind of cost them. That was a map they probably should have won at that point, but they didn't, so they have to go for the replay now, and let's see if they can get it going.
Unbelievable stuff in this series. Faze Red taking on TCM. The blitz was tied, so it's still 1 map apiece. We're going to go to a replay after this quick commercial break. We are back here at MLG Anaheim. Faze Red versus TCM. Couldn't be any closer, really, could it, Rambo?
No, I don't think so.
Tied blitz. I think it was 16-16 when the time finally ran out. And you can see the guys from TCM there on your screen. Europe has been traditionally a little bit cursed when it's come to these major MLG events. They've never placed inside the top 8 ever. And TCM, I mean, you know, obviously the bracket's small, it's 11 teams. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking if there's an event where you can do it, it's going to be this one. But still, you're looking for these guys to really try and break into that top 4, top 5 kind of position. They definitely have the talent to do so. But can Faze put a stop to this TCM team and try and send them to the losers bracket with the fellow Europeans Epsilon?
I'd be happy if I were TCM right now. I should get a chance to replay this map. After that first start they had, they were down 5 caps really early in that first side because they gave up their base and they were splitting up decisions. Maybe they talked about it. Maybe they were like, okay, this is what we need to do, actually not let that happen again. So it's really important for them to get off to a good start. If they can get off to a good start, Faze after that first side, I mean, they had a big lead. It's really hard. They were up 10-5. I mean, that's a 5 cap lead. That's
pretty big.
I mean, that's pretty substantial. So for the fact that they actually got a tie out of that, for them, it's almost like a loss. So it's really.
Do you reckon that's going to affect the mentality?
The mentality. If I were playing with them right now, my mentality would be like, I mean, obviously you still want to win the map, but it affects you for sure to a certain extent.
So can TCM just try and start off a little bit differently now on this replayed game? If you are new to competitive Call of Duty and you're wondering, oh, what's going on? If Blitz is tied, the whole map is replayed. And I believe there's actually a rule. You'll probably know this probably better than I will because it's never happened, or I've never seen it happen at least. If the game is tied 3 times, I believe it goes to an S&D, I think. I think that's the rule. I think. I may be wrong, but
I've never been there.
I've never seen it happen ever. And I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool. You know, we say it's been competitive at Anaheim. It'd be pretty cool to see that. But it is going to be Faze starting off strongest off the break. Once again, it's JCap 4-0.
5-0 lead right off the start.
Yep. Can JCap try and add some more misery to
Right
TCM's line of defense? Picks up another kill. 6-0. 7 score streak right now. And he could actually just...
Yeah. He could probably, TCM actually doing the right decision to overextend as a team here, leaving one guy on the defensive side, but it's still a cap. Actually, he's going to get... Ooh, he almost got the timing there, and he does finally get taken out after 7 kills. And that's a really good start from Cap and his team. But TCM actually making a push for it here. They actually will get a cap, and they have full base control. So it's going to be up to Faze to see if they're going to overextend or decide to rotate back. We saw PD die there from Classic. So Classic does get out of Crace, and he does get a 2-piece doing that. So it's going to be just trading here. We're going to see TCM still in the opponent's base, but Faze is getting control of the spawns as well. So it's going to be just constant scoring from both teams.
Replays in a nice little position here to just go around the outside. His teammate does go down. Didn't even need to really get that kill, but does so. Gets the cap as well.
And that's 3 down.
4-3. The Caps, and once again, very fast tempo between these two teams. Expect another pretty high scoring game, I think it's fair to say. As Replay still on the screen, picks up another kill. 3 players down, 4 players down, and Faze now they can really try and build themselves a lead once again.
4 down and none dead, and they have full wide and forward control. This is huge. Replays can go off here. 3 it will. And that's 2. He's going to get 3.
Yes, and he gets 3. Replays, huge play from him. The 4th is going to be there as well. Oh. No, the assist. Teammate gets the cap as well, but he's in such a good position here. He could really just try and add a little bit more misery. This is pretty much deja vu, Rambo, from what we saw in the very first game of this Blitz break. Exactly. We just saw a big spell of Faze control, and then they kind of just threw it away a little bit as Replay's running out of ammo. Please get the knife. That'd be just so great to see. No, he goes down. Classic left by himself, and TCM have got control of Faze's base. 1 cap goes in. Monkey B's in a position to try and set up a relay here. They're trying to reduce it. It's 3 points currently. The advantage to Faze. Monkey just needs to stay alive here.
TCM is controlling spawns here, and can he will get the cap, but it's better for Faze to actually make it wait. I mean, there's only 1 more player from TCM in their base. It's Gunchi. Gunchi's going to have to win a gunfight, I feel like, to get this cap.
There is that gunfight. Cleans up, gets the cap. Now the defensive play that needs to come in. PT, 1 more player on the stairs. He doesn't connect, and there's no one there in a position to defend that. So back to a 2-point advantage. Someone from TCM, I believe.
Huge kill. Over
on, nope, he's actually gone down. There is a play from Faze though. Who is this? It's Replays.
Replays is playing this smart. He's just kind of like baiting his opponents to come to him up top, and they do.
Replays started off Owen, I think it was 4. He's now 11.
Oh, he walked right in front of one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, he still gets the cap.
I'm not sure.
I believe he got cleaned up by one of his teammates, actually, so to be fair. But there you go. That's 4 down again, and now they have the full spawn trap coming. We're going to see Theory get some pretty free kills. It's like playing a pub at this point.
Playing pubs.
Oh, that's 2. That's still, it's really like they had perfect setup here by Faze, and they're just up by 4 already. And they still have a minute left, and they still have control of their opponent's base. So it's really important for TCM to actually try and keep this game close. They came by 5 last time. They know they can do it again, but obviously you don't want to be in that situation. So
no,
and
really
we do see Faze finally lose.
Okay.
It was a shank.
Yep, Theory. Nice to pick up the knife. Did go down. Classic picks up 1, picks up 2.
That's just that one in. That kill, and that's
Classic
3 down.
On form. And he's going to get the cap as well.
Yeah.
And again, as I said,
it's going to be more this time, though.
Do you reckon it's going to be more? No one from TCM
it's 6 so far,
out?
But TCM finally got a white spawn here. They finally got away from that crate spawn that they've been dreading so far, so they're going to have to kill their way out of this. And we see Theory pushing, and he's going to get that cap, and he does, and it's a 7-point game. But the good thing for TCM is actually Marky Beast
Uh-oh.
Oh, huge kill
big
by
defensive
Theory.
stop.
And
Really
while all this
good
is
play.
happening, FaZe is getting more caps, and now they're up by 8. And that's a lot of caps.
So we saw TCM make a 5-point comeback.
It's going to be 9.
The question, can they do 9, Rambo? Do you reckon it's possible?
Jesus. That's a lot of points. I mean, 9 caps,
yeah.
obviously it's not impossible since FaZe is due to them, but after we saw that first map, FaZe did a better job at overextending when they had a lead, so it's really all it is at this point. If FaZe can pretty much neglect their base this entire side, as long as they're getting a cap or 2 every 2 or 3 pushes, they're going to win this map.
And the big difference as well that you have to point out is, look at that kill column, Rambo. You got JCap,
Oh, yeah.
17 kills, Replays, 15 kills,
outstanding.
Classic, 15 kills. All of those players, by the way, died less than 7 times. I mean, what, you got
Theory.
Replays on 7, Classic on 7 deaths, JCap on 5. I mean, how do you keep up with that kind of slaying?
Theory has the least kill in his team and has more than any player on TCM right now, and that's never a good thing. That's normally something that's will
And
spell
less deaths
disaster.
as well. And less
Yeah.
deaths. He's only died 11 times. You look over at the TCM scoreboard, 7 and 14 for Gunshi, 9 and 16, 9 and 12, and a 5 and 16 Moose. So, you know,
This is what we were talking about before the map started. This whole this momentum of gunfights and this constant spree of action, and FaZe is just completely loving this right now. But we do see 3 down, and this is TCM's chance. If TCM can actually get a spawn control and go for some caps, they can actually bring this back a bit closer. They're gonna have to nibble at it a bit here and there because it's a lot of points. But I mean, it's feasible. If they can just get a spawn trap going, get the kills, they can do it.
this could be a big play from Gunshi. Cleans up 1, and they're going to reduce it by 2 off
And
the break.
they still have control. FaZe was not able to overextend under base. They kept him in crates, and now FaZe has to make a decision to either overextend. They got the really deep spawning crates, so they have to make a decision to overextend, and it seems like 3 of them are going to overextend. We're going to see another cap at least. Or are we?
Well, the
Maybe.
player inside for TCM did go down. Left the Moose. That's a big kill. Needs to just buy some time. In fact,
the little juke.
the Jukes. The Jukes were real, and TCM, they are
only 6
reducing it.
points.
It's now, 6 points, so looking more feasible, Rambo. It is looking a little bit more feasible. 4 minutes left. However,
But this is where
incoming
FaZe-
phase aggression. They have a player right at the very back.
3 down.
All players down. 4 players went down there, and this is where FaZe are going to say, oh, well, you know, anything you can do, we can do better. They're going to try and hold the spawn trap of their own for a little bit.
And they have top green control and a player green alley and a player going for a cap, so FaZe has literally full on control of their base here. TCM has to spread out and not let any player sneak by to actually have a chance to win this map. And Cap, that was a big kill on JCap though, so they do clear out their base. So now they have to ensure that they get full base control. I mean, 8 caps, 3 minutes and 25 seconds. They're going to have to get some more spawn traps like we saw at the start of this map. They need to like nibble at it with those 3 cap pushes and not let anything go to their base. They got to play flawlessly at this point.
Gunshi going up top. He's going to get that sneak. Are any of his teammates in a position to defend? Well, it's actually going to be Gunshi that has to get the defensive kill. Does
He
so.
does.
So nice stuff coming from him. A player hunting down underground.
Yep.
Who is that? Let's have a look. PT. He cleaned up Replays, who was trying to go for the overextend. And
And there you go. FaZe, as you can see, all the orange arrows on your map right now are all coming out of crates, and they're completely neglecting their base. They don't have to rotate back to their base at this point. They're up 6 caps. All they need to do is keep pushing and getting a cap or 2 every time they push.
they need
And
to
this
win those gunfights. That's
forces,
huge.
this forces TCM to rotate back to their base. They can't strongly push. They can't keep pushing. They're forced to have a guy or 2 go up. So eventually, all the TCM players are going to be all in their own base. That's pretty much what it does for FaZe.
Replays, one of the last players for FaZe alive, jumps in, and the timing! Oh, 2 players from TCM split. They were both on it, and Replays, with a huge slice of luck, is going to get that cap, and it is going to give them a 6-point lead once again. 2 minutes remaining, or just over. This is looking very good now for FaZe.
And that's 3 down, and they're pretty much assured to get at least 1 cap out of this, unless they are spreading top. So you're going to see Classic here, the player that's really important in this push. If he can manage some kills in their base here, they're 100% sure of getting a cap. They're probably going to go for one, actually.
Yeah,
At this point, it doesn't matter.
Traded. Now, if you're FaZe with 2 minutes
You
left,
just want to keep capping.
just keep on overextending.
Control is not, I mean, obviously, if you keep control, it's a good thing, but TCM is going to be neglecting their base. So if he's just sat out there, most likely he was not going to see anyone for at least 20 seconds.
Oh, FaZe doing everything right, and it's this man, JCap, 28 and 12, 6 caps as well.
That's insane.
Doing everything right that he can do, and just got to give him serious props. As the player actually just goes underneath him, he's going to let him go. Is he going to be able to jump in for another cap?
Oh,
no, big defensive stop, but 5 points, a minute 23 left. Is there anything TCM can do at this point?
They need a lot of help from FaZe and a lot of kills from themselves at this point. I mean, if FaZe plays this right and just keeps overextending, like I said, it's going to be really hard to get a full-on spawn trap. And like those sneak caps like that don't help them. At this
Right.
point, Faze can just overextend. Sneak caps are not going to help you. You'll get one cap, and then at that point, you're going to lose control of their base. And you can see Faze, they're still pushing for caps. And there's a
3-point game,
response,
Rambo.
But it's going to be 4-point right here. So, like I said, it's
There
just
you
those, you have to go for full control when you're down by that much with that much time left.
Well, Gunshi trying to lock down those spawns, does go down. There's one more player there. It's Monkey B. He's going to get shut down as well. Surely, ring around the rosy. Player jumps down. Monkey B could just try and turn. Gets
And
the
he gets the
kill.
kill.
3 players go down as well. This could be big for TCM, but they need the cap. Marky's going to have to get it. There's no one there really in a position to get the spawn kills, so it's just going to be the cap for now. And
I mean, you have to go for the cap, but now TCM is forced to cap within the 9 next seconds, or else they automatically lose the map. And one player's in the position for it, and he does get it.
Gets it. He gets the cap, so
That's 2
TCM
points.
still on 2 points. J-Cap, though, trying to slay outside of his base. One more player there for TCM. Who is this player?
He got a chance, and he did not get through the middle alley. And PD has a chance. He's going to have to win a gunfight here in the middle to actually get this.
Pre-fight
and he
comes
doesn't,
in.
and that's going to be game.
And that is going to be game, as you say. Again, a very, very close game, though, Rambo. Replay stands up. He knows it's all over. Gunshi's going to clean up one in the last couple of seconds, but it doesn't matter. And Faze in another nail biter, just hanging on. But again, the last couple of minutes, TCM started a crazy comeback. If they'd have done that, if they'd have done that,
that would have been insane.
That would have been
caps.
ridiculous.
I mean, that's a lot of caps. So, I mean, it's pretty much we pretty much saw both teams take full on advantage of the good side. We saw a lot of I feel like it's just TCM's on the first side. They were just not able to give up caps. You have to be able to give up caps at that point. If you're responding craze and you know they have wide control and your base control, you can't rotate back.
Right.
If you rotate back, your chances of doing that are really slim to none to actually get all the kills without giving many caps. So if they all would overextended, you'll be done by 1 or 2 caps at that point. But if they would have kept it closer, I mean, we saw them come back 5 caps and then 7 caps on both second sides. So all they have to do is keep it close and keep that confidence in the second side to actually come back and win this map.
Crazy, crazy stuff here from MLG Anaheim. J-Cap dropping 33 kills, 16 deaths, and 6 caps. Talk about going off when your team needs you the most. That's exactly what he did. Rambo, we're going to be staying on Freight in this next map. It's going to be domination on Freight. I'm pretty excited for that. I'm not going to lie. If it stays the way it has been, it's going to be very close. That is for sure. How do you see that one going?
We saw a 5-point first domination change, so it was obviously really close.
Well, you can see there on your screen, Gfinity presents the Copperbox Arena, Olympic Park, London. Tickets on sale now. You can go ahead and get them at gfinity.net. They're £22 per day. If you're American, you want to travel over and you wonder what the conversion is, about $50 here or there. About.
Not that much.
Maybe
35.
maybe 40.
Yeah, 35, 40.
35, 40. Oh. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but
Well, let me know. It's been a while since I've been back home, so I'm getting confused, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be Freight up next. Who's going to take it? Find out after this quick commercial break.
Living life for the next drop.